Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name's Carmen, and today we have a reading for you about, I think, somebody that's going to be a little bit nervous to talk to you. We've got the Seven of Sea, or the Seven of Cups in the reverse, and the Ace of Sky in the reverse. For me, this is gaining clarity on a situation where somebody has been dishonest with you. They haven't been fully, I think, open because maybe they were nervous you would judge them. Maybe they were nervous that you were, I don't know, out of their league or not wanting to be friends with somebody like them. I don't feel like this is exclusively romantic, but I do feel like it's about whether or not somebody is comfortable to just be themselves around you. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. And I hope you're having a wonderful weekend so far, or a wonderful day whenever you watch this. I wanted to get some more feedback from everyone in terms of if you would like a through the rest of the year style reading option. I was thinking around like the $20-$25 price point. Let me know if that's something you guys are into. Otherwise, you can find my email in the description box below. Additionally, I really did try to do a longer, I think it was just over 2 minutes long short, because YouTube said they were going to give us the opportunity to do up to 3-minute long shorts. And it did not work out. It cut off at the 1 minute. So I tried. We're going to try again a little bit. Maybe they need to kind of like work out some issues. But for now, we're going to have to stick with the 60-second shorts. So, all right. This is the situations deck. We've got divorce, final, irreconcilable differences, focused in the reverse, and pretending, fake, living beyond means. So it feels to me like there's somebody who wants to be honest with you about a relationship that has ended. And I don't know, there's been some avoidance here. This person may have changed how they communicate with you in terms of frequency. So you might have been talking all the time, and then now you don't talk as much, or you don't see each other as much. There's somebody that has been nervous to tell you what they've really been going on or going through, because they don't know if that's something you would judge them on, right? Now, what's interesting is I don't necessarily feel like this divorce is like everyone's been through a breakup, right? It could also be that this is a friendship where you're wondering, is this going to like end because I haven't talked to you for a while, you know? There's just a sense here that things are on the rocks, or things are not working very well because there's been this maybe elephant in the room, or a sense that somebody has been dishonest. So maybe you've even been a little bit distracted or not really thinking about this situation. Again, whether it's platonic or romantic. Hello there, Matt. Hello, Pharaoh. How are we doing today? All right, what else do we have? So we've got someone who's learned a lesson. Pertaining to a relationship. So they're either going to tell you what they've learned from a relationship, or they've learned from this relationship and it emboldens them to come towards you. Take it how it resonates. But this is somebody who I really do feel they've turned away or pivoted from something that maybe was a very long-term thing. This could have been, a decade or more. But this person has realized that they needed to maybe gain some clarity. They might have taken some time away from everyone to really figure out what they want, where they want to be. Because again, they've learned a pretty important lesson. I know where I don't want to be. I know what I don't want, right? Hi there, Jess. How are you doing? All right. Well, actually, let's get some tarot, shall we? This is the Jack-o'-lantern tarot. What else do we have? Eight of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles and Page of Pentacles. Lots of earth energy. So we could be, the first couple ones though, we're not. We could be dealing with somebody that has Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo in their chart. But really what I see is this is somebody who has been working towards a dream. This is somebody who has been trying to build a better life. So you could be connecting with somebody or repairing something with someone that has really gone through it. You may have met them at, one of their more difficult times. But this person has been focused on nothing but rebuilding their life. So they could have been working 2 jobs. They could have been working overtime. They could have been repaying loans or making things right with people. This is somebody who is super focused on what they need to do to get where they need to be. And I'm proud of you for that. That's not easy to do. There are plenty of distractions in the world, right? All right, what else do we have? Six of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, and the Two of Wands in the reverse. So basically I pulled 6 cards and 5 of them were Earth, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So now that doesn't have to mean you have that in your chart. What it means is we're talking about somebody that's very focused on stability. And things are balancing out. This could be somebody who's making some new friends or has a new network, right? They could be starting a business in a new area, but this is someone who's been extremely focused and it's paying off. We've got the Two of Wands in the reverse. This is somebody, now this is like not really jiving with the rest of the energy here, to be honest, because Two of Wands in the reverse is like somebody who is not prepared or has not made plans. But all of this energy leading up to the Two of Wands is, laying the groundwork, doing your homework, doing the work, not afraid to, roll up the sleeves, elbow grease, all of that, right? So this Two of Wands in the reverse is kind of interesting. It's noteworthy. Knight of Swords, Five of Pentacles. Okay, so this is something that they were not necessarily expecting. Whoever you are, the person that has been working really hard, I feel like this is you hearing from somebody that you didn't really expect to. Knight of Swords is fast-moving energy, and this is often somebody that has a truth to share. Hello there, Paul. How are you doing? And I feel like this is someone you haven't heard from in a while. With the Five of Pentacles, this is an energy of, I don't really know what you've been up to, or it's been a while. You might have had an argument with this person. You might have just lost touch. We have the World and the Nine of Wands. Another reference to a lesson that's been learned or a sense of completion. Somebody is really done with old ways of doing things, old perspectives. This Nine of Wands suggests, I've made it through some difficult things. I've learned some lessons, but it wasn't easy, right? Hello there, William. How are you doing? What else do we have? Seven of Wands and the Five of Wands in the reverse. There's been a focus on choosing the right time. So maybe this person has noticed that you were really, working hard. Maybe you didn't really want to be distracted. They might have felt like they needed to be respectful of that and choose a wise time to communicate with you. I feel like this person does not want to cause you any issues, right? This is the Edgar Allan Poe. What else do we have? We have the Devil, the Hanged Man in the reverse, and the Ace of Wands. Sometimes we change and work to build a new life because we feel there's no other choice. And it could be that that's why we have the Two of Wands in the reverse. Some people may have thought I had a choice, but I really didn't have a choice. This is what I had to do. I had to focus all of my energy on my work because I didn't want to be caught up in that drama. So yes, it might have been a little bit difficult. It might have felt like a sacrifice. Maybe you wish you had more time with your family, or wish you had more time with your friends, or wish you could be dating. But I see somebody very focused on one particular goal, or getting to a point where they feel settled in or set up, and that the new life can like begin, right? Temperance in the reverse, Eight of Swords in the reverse, Page of Swords in the reverse. But even though you've been working really hard and setting up this new life, seeing things prosper or grow, there's been something that has maybe been a little uneasy, something that you haven't necessarily wanted to think about. And with the Eight of Swords in the reverse, that's going to be what is addressed. Page of Swords in the reverse, maybe you're wondering what's going on. Maybe you've heard some gossip. Maybe it's the lack of information that bothers you. For some of you, this is, I just want to know somebody's okay. I want to make sure like they figured it out, right? Maybe we have somebody that went to rehab. Maybe we have somebody that had a baby. Maybe we have somebody that had other major life changes like that, and you just want to know this person's okay. But that Temperance in the reverse is what really sticks out to me. It feels like I'm working, I'm, focused, I'm trying to build something. A lot of my energy is on that, but there's this thought in the back of my mind that keeps popping up. Hello there, Tat Boy. How are you? Hello, Angel. Hello, Illuminati. What's going on? All right, what else do we have? King of Swords and the Six of Swords in the reverse. And the Emperor. I do like that. The Emperor is clarifying the Ace of Wands. This is somebody who knows how to go for what it is that they want. But I do feel like this Devil is a skeleton in the closet. I've not really looked at that card that way before, although it makes a total, it makes sense, right? It's not really a closet. It's I don't know what you call that, a little cutout in the wall for the art. Damn it, I ruined all my cards, you guys. Hold, please. I really like them to be a certain way. Okay, we're good. Look, we've got somebody who's ready to provide clarity or tell you what happened. Let you in on, I think, maybe one of the worst chapters of their life. They might have gone dark or ghosted people or stopped showing up to parties or been slower to respond. You might have felt like there was something going on, but you didn't want to pry. This person is going to say, things got pretty difficult and I had to focus on what I was working on. So I do feel like this person is going to try to make sure that you understand I wasn't trying to distance myself from you specifically. I needed to just really dig in and focus, right? Hello there, Ruben. How are you doing? Hello, Glenda. Isn't that funny? All right, so we've got Knight of Cups, Seven of Cups, Five of Wands. So what I really like is there's this like flow of energy. We have heavy earth energy in this like upper corner, right? And then as it migrates, we have a lot of fire and a lot of air energy. And then here come the cups. So it's kind of like somebody is rebuilding on multiple different levels, right? We have somebody that has been working on their stability in terms of financials. We have somebody that has been working in terms of their mental perception of things, their mental health, somebody who's working on their ability to have self-initiating energy, right? We've got somebody that I think is really attacking the things that have caused roadblocks or obstacles in their life. And now there's an offer or several that are coming in. It looks like it would be several because we have this Five of Wands indicating a little bit of competition, right? Hello there, Rebecca. Hello, kitty cat. How we doing? Oh, thank you, Ruben. That's so kind of you. Tiana, you're awesome too. Just stop and blush. We got some competition here, folks. So here's the deal. You or your person, take it how it resonates. You've been building, you've been making things, more stable. You've been focused on what needs to be tended to and let go of this drama, let go of this karmic energy, learned from it rather. And things are starting to fall in place, right? So we have somebody that has Eight of Swords in the reverse, freed themselves from some sort of limiting beliefs, or maybe had to deal with some conditioning. Hello there, Erin. How are you doing? And then options are popping up. It's like the universe is saying, we see you. You planted a whole garden and now you're going to have some harvest, right? I mean, it is that time of year, right? Maybe a little bit later in the year, but still. All right. Two of Cups and the Six of Swords in the reverse. I still need a statistician because this drives me crazy. We have a Six of Swords in the reverse from the Edgar Allan Poe, clarified by the Six of Swords in the reverse from the Ghost Tarot. I need to know. I want to know. Sorry. I need to know what the chances are of that, because that's ridiculous. There's 78 cards in a deck, right? But for them to both be in the reverse like this person has definitely gone through some difficult times. I feel like they've had to really stand up for themselves. They've had to invoke that Emperor energy, right? I'm going to stay focused on what's important for my life. I'm not going to let this stop me. So there have definitely been some lessons. I do feel like this person has had to let go of some friendships or some relationships, right? We've got the Three of Cups and the Queen of Swords in the reverse. This is heavy on the X energy because the Queen of Swords is generally an X. King and Queen of Swords can be X's, and we already have the King of Swords, right? So we could have a sense that this person has learned quite a lot because they have had to deal with a difficult person in particular. For some of you, this could even be like family that they've had to deal with. But the Queen of Swords energy is strong in terms of I am not supportive. I am not helpful. I made things difficult for this Emperor energy. But sometimes when it's difficult, you become a better person, right? I was referring to Calvin and Hobbes the other day, and Calvin's father always, I think is almost always when they were like going camping or something, he would always tell Calvin, it builds character. So I feel like I'm dealing with somebody who's like, yeah, no, I think I'm good on building character. Can I have a break from that, please? Hello, Stephen. How are you doing? Happy Saturday. Really? So we have the Knight of Wands and the Seven of Wands. We had the Seven of Wands right up here as well. This is, like I was saying, a lot of fire energy. It's like we get things ready and then we work towards taking the action, right? Figuring out a plan and then taking an action. So this is somebody who's feeling a sense of urgency. This is somebody who feels like the time is right. I may have needed a little bit of extra time to figure out what I was going to say. I may have, had a lot to do, but at this point, I'm ready to tell you what happened. Tower in the reverse and the Star. So I know that it felt like everything, like the rug was pulled out from underneath you, or everything changed and you didn't know what was going on. And I need to tell you that it was because I needed to take time to heal. I needed to take time to myself. So this friend or this love interest of yours is a little concerned that you're going to take this personal, or you have taken this personal, but I feel like they're willing to be vulnerable to tell you what they've been through in hopes that you understand it's really not a slight to you. It's not, I didn't want to be in your life. I just needed to do all of this work, They might have been in a place where they couldn't easily communicate with people. We've got the 8 of Pentacles and Judgment. So something, after a lot of work, something is coming back around. A friendship you treasure, or a romantic interest. We have the 10 of Wands in the reverse and the 2 of Swords. I do feel like this is a decision that's being made right now as to the timing of this conversation. When do I reach out? When do I call? When do I, ask if you can meet for lunch, that kind of thing. But I do feel this person is looking forward to, even though it might be difficult to be vulnerable and tell you all of these difficult things, I think they're really looking forward to being able to finally not have to worry about that anymore, even if maybe they get a bad reaction. But just knowing that they have gotten that off their chest and they have done what they could to explain what happened, right? This is the Bianco Nero. Hello, Mark. How are you? Ace of Swords, Justice in the reverse. I do feel like it's going to be a little bit difficult for you to hear this person's story. Some of you may not have been really exposed to the kind of things that this person has gone through. I don't really want to give examples because I don't want to freak anybody out. I guess I'm just saying you may be a little bit uncomfortable. You might cry when you find out what this person has been recovering from or dealing with. We have the 7 of Wands again. And the Knight of Swords again. Yeah, this person's coming in quick. They do feel like now is the right time. They might be a little bit cautious or hesitant at first, but you might also realize if you are reasonably friendly or welcoming when they initially greet you, you might find that it very quickly moves from, hey, how are you, to here's everything that I've been through. It might be a little bit of a, I just really need to tell you all of this. Knight of Wands, again, fast-moving energy, a sense of urgency from somebody that you are currently not talking to, somebody who may have gone through some financial issues. I really do feel like they did go through some financial issues, or they were cut off by people, right? Maybe they were disowned by parents. But with the Death in the reverse, this is somebody who's going to tell you they went through a lot, but they were not willing to let it take over them. This is somebody who's determined. 7 of Swords in the reverse, determined to be honest. 6 of Wands in the reverse. They know there's a chance that things will not go well. They know there's a chance that maybe you hear them out, maybe you forgive them, maybe you wish them well, but they don't know if that means, you know, you're going to be best friends again. They don't know if that means you're going to be in a relationship or if you're interested in that. They are, to be honest with you, I feel like they're kind of expecting heartbreak. They don't think things will go well, but they feel compelled to tell you what happened anyways. High Priestess in the reverse. And the Knight of Cups in the reverse. There's something here about them being secretive to protect the reputation of somebody. And I don't feel like it's their own reputation. Somebody that they were close to, probably this karmic ex that they were dealing with. You may have picked up on their moods being a little bit difficult to predict, or maybe even their tendency to, you know, go back and forth between I'm social and then I'm not. You may have wondered what was going on. You may have also not really liked this person they were with. They're going to tell you they're not talking to this person anymore. Things are done. I don't feel like this is somebody you talk to. Their ex. Knight of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. With the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. It took this person, I don't know if I want to say a long time. Look, I've been in really toxic relationships before where I knew what I needed to do and I knew that I wasn't ready for it. Or I told myself I wasn't ready for it, right? Because we have the Eight of Swords in the reverse underneath these cards. So somebody had to free themselves from a situation where they maybe initially didn't feel like they could actually free themselves. So when I look at this Knight of Pentacles, I want to tell the person who is going to hear from this individual that it probably took a while. It probably took a long time for this person to make these changes. But I also hesitate to say that because person who has been doing all of this work, I'm so very proud of you. There are a lot of people that don't do this work at all. There are a lot of people that just stay in a situation where they are unhappy and they just deal with it. But you didn't do that. So I don't really want to be like discouraging and say like, you took forever. No, you did a great thing. There's just somebody who's been wondering if you're okay, you know, worrying about you. With Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, this is somebody who was wondering if you had a job, wondering if you had a place to live, wondering if you were safe. They were worried about you because they hadn't heard about you or heard from you for a while. So the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, I feel like this is somebody who maybe just doesn't expect that you're going to come back around. They might feel like, you know, they tried and there's really nothing else that they can do, right? There is potential for heartbreak here, but I do feel like there is a ton of like mutual respect or a desire to hear that somebody's okay, right? Hello there, Carrie. Hello, Sidebinder. How we doing today? All right, let's get, this is the signs of the times. What else do we have? Number 30, which is smiley face, joy. Number 23, moon and emotions. It's probably my favorite card, I'm not going to lie. Oh, I think I had makeup on there. But look, we've got somebody that is feeling feelings that are a little bit new for them because they have had to work pretty hard to shed this old life, right? So it might be a little bit new. It might be a little bit strange. You might feel like you're like you don't fit in, or you know, clothes don't fit you or something, but it's just, you're happy. Feel like this is for the person who's done the changing that needs to tell what's, been going on. But this is a general reading, so you got to take the information how it resonates, right? For some of you, you're the one who's going to be telling someone what's been going on and what you've been working on. And you might be a little bit nervous, right? So we have never give up, number 24. I do feel like motivational phrases or songs in particular might have been helpful for somebody that was going through this difficult time. And I can totally relate to that. There are days where I have to remind myself, okay, maybe we need something a little bit like a different mood in terms of this music that you're listening to, right? And you have had protection and guidance to get you to a better situation from where you were. For some of you, it could be that this friendship was literally sent to you to help you get out of this situation. Hello, Valerie, how are you doing? Oh, that's so sweet. This is the Earth and Bone Oracle. Number 22, Enchanter. Self-evaluation, awakening, purpose, independence, and confidence. Well, I mean, that's pretty lovely and I think spot on, right? We've got somebody that is aware of who they are, discarding things that don't work for them, and following their calling, which I think is what we saw at the very beginning, right? Somebody who was really focused on their work. They're not going to get distracted by things. Number 42, Meadow, completion, success, blessings, positivity, and gratitude. This came out yesterday, and it does really align closely with some of the other cards we've seen, right? We've got somebody that has learned a lesson, and they're not going to hang on to these things from the past that don't serve them anymore. Ooh, I like that. So we had number 22 before, right? This is number 23, and so is this mood card. So the number 23 could be important, or perhaps the number 5. Cycles, alignment, decisive moments, and opportunistic events. Remember, we had that 2 of Swords. Oops. Hold on, you guys. I threw it. Remember, we had those 2 of Swords in the reverse, right? This was somebody realizing, I have to make a decision. This is the best time for me to say something. It may be a little bit difficult, but I want this person to know what's going on in my life. You might have inspired them in some way to pursue this change in their life. And number 2, Sage, harmony, acceptance, calm, serenity, and patience. I feel like this is what the universe is trying to send to the person who's been working on this change. Yes, you might be a little bit nervous to talk to this person or, develop that more open emotional connection with somebody, but it is going to, I think, be a little bit of a relief for this person to finally have this conversation. What's up, dude? True to his name. All right, this is the Romance Angel Oracle. Let's see what we have. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. I do feel like this is like a helpful moment for this person to be able to share their story with somebody that they know cares about them. Past life relationship, you've known each other before. So there may have been one of those things where you got to know each other and it felt like you'd known each other for a lot longer. Maybe this is why you got to be such good friends. Maybe this is why you were attracted to each other. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. For some of you, this could be you were just friends before, but this ability to reconnect sparks something new for you. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. We keep getting 7s throughout this reading, so I do feel like there is something about the timing finally being right for this person to have this conversation and explain what they've been up to. And there's an opportunity to get to know each other. So perhaps there is some time off that someone can take. So maybe there's an ability to go on a trip. Maybe they're just going to be able to set aside time each day. But you're being basically encouraged to get to know each other again because somebody has changed quite a lot. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. All right, let's get some more from the Gilded Reverie. Totally forgivable. Don't worry, dude. All right, what else do we have? We've got Bridges, which talks about connections. It does feel to me like we have somebody that is placing more priority on a connection that they have not been nurturing. And they do have some good news to share. I do feel like there's a risk here that some of you may see or expect negative things from this person. I encourage you to be like leaving the judginess at the door. I know that's like we need our discernment, right? But I feel like it's a good idea to just let this person tell their story. You don't have to have any expectations, and neither do they, but you know, just hear what they've gone through, right? And look, we all have free will. If this is someone you never want to hear from again, I respect you for that too. But this is a connection where I feel the two people want to talk to each other or want, like, somebody wants to know that this person's okay, right? So we've got a message or a letter, a phone call, somebody reaching out to say, hey, and I feel like it makes you smile. Hey, I want to, you know, ask how you're doing and see if I could like talk to you sometime. We've got number 29, the woman with a shirt on. If you know this Gilded Reverie deck, you know that they have 2 men, 2 women, one with a shirt, one without, one with a shirt, one without. And I love this because it came out with number 22, which is the paths. So this person felt like they had to make a choice. And this is kind of echoing the reading I did a couple days ago. I think I titled it, I Chose You Long Ago. This person may have hoped that doing all of this work or all of this healing would put them in a situation where they would be able to offer something to you in a romantic sense. But I don't think that they have necessarily been forthcoming with that plan for you. You may think this person has chosen to never talk to you again. But this person wants to, at the very least, tell you what they've been through. And I think they want to, at that point, see if it makes sense to make a love offer. So they might not know how you feel. This is the hidden truth. So let's get just a little bit more insight, shall we? Yeah, I don't think they know whether or not you're like interested. I love you unconditionally. I lost myself for a little while. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. I really feel like this is an important one. They're nervous that you're going to think it was easy for them to not talk to you or not be involved. But they knew that they had to focus on something. Again, for some of you, they went to rehab. They needed to be like not communicative. For others of you, it was a matter of, if I don't focus on this, I'm not going to get, you know, my degree done, or I'm not going to, you know, make the hours that I need to make, whatever it is. The timing wasn't right. So this person didn't feel like they could actually pursue you. I don't know if that means that you had shown that you were interested in them romantically, but I feel like for the majority of you, this was a friendship that had potential. I wish I could share my good news with you. I'm telling you, that's what they want. They want to tell you what they've been able to accomplish. My life is not as together as it seems. I want to be more than friends. I told you. I told you. And sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. All right, let's get a few from, this is the Untold Messages of the Heart, and we'll see what that other person is thinking. I'm not going to put a gender on it because, you know, general reading. But the person who hasn't been working on their life, well, I shouldn't say that. The person who wants to come in and tell you their good news, what does their love interest think? That's what we're trying to get. Baggage. I'm sweeping away toxicity to make room for what's important. Maybe you've both been working on your life. It could be that you were kind of mirroring each other in terms of getting to a place where you would be ready for a like genuine connection or serious relationship. We've got freedom. I can't be tied down right now. I have too many interests. It does look like you've been very independent, whoever you are. And trust. I have a hard time trusting anyone. I'm doing just fine on my own. We got to be careful with that, right? There's balance. We've got to be able to trust ourselves and be happy on our own, but we don't want to, it's like speaking a language, right? If I don't speak Spanish, or if I don't like listen to like Paulina Rubio or something, I will lose my Spanish. I won't have the opportunity to like be as fluent in conversation, right? We've got to be able to look at trust as a language. If you don't use it, you will lose it. Now, I'm not telling you to go hand out your trust to everybody who asks for it, but don't get to the point where you forget what it's like, okay? What else do we have? Worry. I'm not sure if this is a good idea. I'm overthinking everything. What will everyone else think? And nervous. You make me lose my cool, and I just don't know how to act in your presence. So I do feel like there's feelings on both sides, but there's concern because you don't know what the other one's been up to, right? So this conversation just needs to probably address some of those concerns because of that nervousness and that worry. There was an issue of codependency, it looks like, on both sides. So if somebody's been sweeping out what doesn't work for them, it does look like we have healing that's happened on both sides. Planning. I know that I want you in my future. I'm working on making the proper plans. What if you guys are both doing the same thing and you just don't know it yet? Wait, I think I saw two. Did I say hello to two? Did I do? Hello, Mike. How are you doing? Great to see you also. And we've got sadness. I feel like I've lost you and I'm not coping well with it. So that could be part of what is pulling on this person's energy to finally come through and have this conversation. They could be feeling the sadness that you're experiencing. And that could motivate them to finally come through and tell you what they've been up to. They might be surprised, though, to find out that you've been kind of doing the same thing, because I feel like we've got two people that have both been, okay, what do I need to clean up? What do I need to get rid of? What do I need to address? What can I, maybe you need to express yourself, you know, are you painting? Are you writing? Are you drawing? Are you dancing? Are you playing the trumpet? Whatever it is that you do. Golfing. We have two people that have been trying to deal with their own issues pertaining to codependency. And I feel like that has been rather successful. But we have some sadness here because someone is starting to think, I feel like this is just done and I'm not going to hear from you anymore. So that could be what is motivating a sense of urgency, because we did have that Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords, both of which indicate a fast-moving energy. The Twin Flames card did not come out, and I did already pull from the situations deck. I do think there's a pretty strong chance this could be a twin flame situation, but we don't want to maybe throw that around too much because I do feel like it's not for everyone. All right, I'm going to leave that there. I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes. Let me know if you have any opinions on the rest of the year personal reading. Would love to do that for you. And I will see you on the next reading. Toodles.